Three things that you absolutely need to have if you want to achieve another $1,000 in sales on your self-publishing on Amazon KDP. Okay, we're going to go into that in this video. So let's begin. It's boiling hot right now for me. It must be about 20-something degrees. My fan's over there. I didn't bother to set it up. So I'm here in my t-shirt. Normally I'm topless, but I'm trying to be professional. Right, three things, right? If you want to hit a new $1,000 on KDP, because you might have hit $1,000 before, okay? But the market's changing, so it's important to stay on top of the kind of fundamentals to hit this. So you can just keep repeating it over and over again. And I know this because I've been doing KDP since 2019. I've sold hundreds of thousands of books. My highest month was $50,000 in a month. The market's changing every single year, especially with AI, and the money I achieved a couple of years ago, it's different now. It's a different market. Okay, so keep these fundamentals. These fundamentals have served me well. Keep repeating these and you'll achieve $1,000 consistently on new books. And the first thing is, of course, the customer. Who is buying the book? Very, very important. The customer's got no money. We don't want that customer, okay? We want this guy here, or gal. We want this customer here that is over here spending loads and loads and loads of money on these books here. Okay, then why is that important? Because if they're already spending money on these books and they've got a history of spending money on these books, very, very simple to just position our book there. Right. Without a doubt, every single KDP seller that I've spoken to, I've coached, who have had trouble making money, is because they don't get this bit right. If you're struggling to sell books on KDP, and you know it's a struggle because when you publish your book, you should be getting sales within 7 to 10 days. If you've got ads, okay, obviously if you're doing it organically, which I wouldn't recommend, I'll get to that in a minute, it's going to take longer, but with ads, 7 to 10 days of publishing that book, you should be getting sales and consistent sales. If you're not, that's the culprit. Number one, it's the wrong customer. Okay, it could be 2 and 3, but most likely it's number 1. So get this right, sales come easier. If you don't get this right, sales are a struggle. Right, the next thing, number 2, I'm going to put it here so I can go around my picture, is the title. Now I do coaching, okay? And I can, when I say to one of my students or my clients, we need to nail the title, okay? I don't think people KDP sellers grasp how important the title is, because the amount of time you're spending on the title should be like equivalent to the amount of time it takes you to create the book. Okay, title and cover, let's just say that. The title and cover, how long it takes you to do the title and cover, should be the same amount of time it's taking you to create the inside of the book. Now, this sounds crazy when you think about it, because when you're doing the inside of the book, you're talking like 108 pages plus, right? That's going to take a lot of hours. But you need to force yourself to do that as many hours as you're doing on the interior, on the title and cover. You just make stuff up to ensure that you're spending a lot of time on the title and cover. You created a load of titles and you think, oh, one of them will do. Don't just stop there. It's kind of like you want to look at what is selling within your niche, around your niche, and just force yourself to do more on the title and cover. So this is very, very important to sales. Okay, this title has to capture the eye, and that needs to directly convert to money. And you can get that book sell on just the title. It's actually a skill. I would say it's a skill to just have a good title. Sure, of course it ties in with the customer, and it ties in with the marketing, the ads, which we're going on the last point. But this is a very big piece of the puzzle. Good titles sell straight away. Again, the conversion rate's high. Bad titles, you're going to struggle to make sales. And the last point is, why's my pen changed? The last point is the ads. Now, this never used to be a priority when I started a few years ago, back in 2019 when I started. Ads wasn't even, you could just upload loads of books and they'd start selling. Now, 2026, you 100% need ads. But you don't need to spend a lot, okay? And you can make your ads profitable from the get-go. And I'll give you a quick tip on that. Actually, let me give you a tip on that now. When you get the customer right, why does my pen keep going big like this? Let's start in. When you get the customer right, and that's tied with a title, and then you run ads, it's very possible to run profitable ads. In other words, you can advertise for free, get your book out to millions of customers, Amazon customers, for free. Therefore, increasing your chances of making a lot of money on that book. And this is possible because I'm doing it right now with a book that I launched last month. I might do a video on this, bit of a deep dive, but I'm waiting for it to give a longer, maybe 3 months of sales so I can really see that it's working. Right now, as of this month, those ads are profitable. So I'm spending $1 on Amazon. I'm getting it's definitely over $1. It's probably another dollar profit on top of the dollar I'm spending. So what does that mean? Infinite ads. I could just leave that thing running and to collect sales organically, and eventually organic sales will start taking over and it was just going to snowball and make more and more profit. Good position to be in, but you need the right customer, you need the right title, and then of course you need the right ads as well. Okay? Those are the 3 things you need to focus on. You want to get a new 1,000. If you're at a point now where you're thinking, I want to create a new $1,000, or you haven't achieved $1,000 and it seems like a bit of a struggle, it's feeling like a bit of a struggle, start with number 1 there, the customer. Keep targeting, it's that customer. When you've got the right customer, sales come a lot quicker. Then you combine that with the right title. And you'll know without a doubt, because when you produce got the right customer and you've got a book with the right title, you can literally run auto ads and sales will come in the first 10 clicks. Okay, so you nail those 2. Ads, remember, ads is just an accelerator. If your book, if you've got 1 and 2 right, it will accelerate more sales. If you've got 1 or 2 wrong, it will accelerate the fact that they're wrong, but at least you'll know quicker. Hope that makes sense. Subscribe for more videos like this. I do videos every week, few a week actually, nearly 1 a day, on how to make money self-publishing on KDP. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.